Okay, here I am at Carn Ban. It's a chambered cairn. It's away up in the hills above Kildonan, up in the forestry, and it's 5,000 years old. Hopefully you can see this. There's an awful lot of mist and rain here. It's raining quite heavily. I'll just pan around here so you can see. It's going from your right to the left, so it's quite miserable. This is July, for goodness sake. And I'll pan around here as well. You can see what it's like down the valley. That's the valley. You can't see this, but the Carn Ban chambered cairn here is positioned so that it has a view right through that valley, down the valley, way down to the sea and over to Ailsa Craig. Quite deliberate, I reckon. It's an amazing view. It just is in between the hills. You can just see it in the distance. So I think it's been positioned for that reason. I'm way up in the hills. I mean, I'm high up in the hills. I've had to run almost entirely uphill to get here, which is fine. Just take my time. But this is what it looks like. Couldn't get raindrops in the camera because it's raining again. And what I'll do, I'll go uphill a wee bit here and stand on top of it, just so you can see what it looks like there. So people were buried here, and for most of the time since this was built, Arran people have been like too scared to come here. They've avoided it because it's been associated with monsters and ghosts and fairies as well. Although I don't know how scary they are, but maybe they're worse than they sound. And so not many people come up here, and in fact to this day I would say not many people come up here, apart from the odd one like me. And I really stress the word odd because as I know I am. So that's me looking down the front of it, all the loose stones. It's just a massive pile of stones, and all the way around here. I'll pan round. Really big, and an awful lot of it is still here, of course, so that's the thing, because it's an undisturbed one. Around here. Okay. The valley's just clearing up a little bit there. You can see it just a little bit down the valley, but not much. I'll zoom in just in the off chance that you can see something. Probably not, probably just missed. It's coming in waves, you know. This is a good old Arran summer weather, height of the summer. And it's quite mild. I'll go around here as well. I'll go back above it so you can see the view from up here as well. Hopefully you can hear me with the wind, because of course it's not so handy when you're trying to talk with the camera. I'll just walk over this bit here. There is a sign up there that tells us all about the Carn Ban, and I will go there in a second. That's you there. Some very big stones over here. I imagine that's because it's so exposed, and of course it is exposed. I can feel that, you know. I'm aware of the wind and the rain here, and even these trees are all at, you know, angles and things. They've been blown about a fair bit. I'll come up to this sign and let you see what it says, and then we'll get another little view back down at it. Quite a steep hill, I can tell you that. Sliding downwards, especially when it's wet. There we go. So that's what's there. In fact, I'll rub my camera a wee second. That's my t-shirt. That's what's in front of us. and that's what it actually is. So there are some mighty stones inside there actually when you see it there. It's a great construction, and all we're getting to see on the outside is that kind of rubble that's on the outside of it. It's only hinting at what's inside. It says here that there's really not much found inside it, apart from a skull. Which means in the skull it said that there was a switch from seafood to meat. Which means that the cairn builders, Carn Ban, were the first farmers, they believe. There you go. Okay. Cool. It's quite a surprise to be getting blasted like this up here in July. I mean, they must have been quite serious about wanting to put this here. This is not a sheltered place or a place you'd want to spend an awful lot of time at for most of the year. If I'm not struggling with the weather in July, goodness knows what this will be like in the winter. It'll be a wild place. There we go. Okay. Well, I don't come here very often, so that's how I'm kind of making the most of this chance. It's a bit of a difficult place to get to, especially for most people. Most people will never get here. And just to prove Arran, and excuse me, I've been running. That's me. There we go. My shorts and my next bed, of course. It's quite cold and windy here. Just because I've been running, that I'm all right. Anybody else would be all togged up, probably gloves and all sorts. Right, there we go. Okay, I better get off before I end up getting stuck here and getting too cold to get back or something. Adios amigos.